That ain't your mammy's rotisserie chicken right there, old boy. Woo! Look at that texture, beautiful, moist. I have to say, this is one of the most amazing whole chickens I've ever cooked. It is a can't beat. Hey guys, welcome to Traeger Kitchen. I am Chad Ward, Director of Barbecue Marketing here at Traeger and also co-owner of Whiskey Bent Barbecue. And we are coming at you with one of our most popular recipes on the website, Beer Can Chicken. This thing's been reviewed a whole ton, over 4.5 stars. You folks love this. We've never done a video on it. Let's get to it. A lot of people, when they see it, beer can chicken becomes intimidating, this or that. This is one step from our chicken challenge. It is just one step where we're gonna add some aromatics, some cold beer, if you will, to this bird to just make sure we keep that moisture and add a little bit more flavor. Let's get started. So, we have our Traeger chicken rub, and we're just gonna pop that open and give these birds a little spice therapy. There we go. I know what I'm doing here, promise. All right, we just wanna come over the top here, and we're gonna get this seasoned on the cutting board, and then also just a touch of seasoning once we get it on the beer can. All right, we've got good coverage on that. I'm gonna flip it back over, just touch up that breast hair. All right. On this one, we'll start from the back. And flip. And get that around. All right. And so now we've got a good seasoning here of our birds. We're gonna pop a couple of nice Budweisers. There we go. Get that there. Now we're gonna take and we're going to place our chicken. Whoop! Take two. So what I really want to do is pour a little bit of that beer out before, there we go. Get on in there, that's your home. All right, whoop. So now we're going to cross the legs and tuck these wings. And we've got one down. Oh yeah, cross nice and proper. Isn't that the most proper looking chicken? Like it went to cotillion, look at it, just sit up, all nice, looking good. All right, second one. Little tip here, try to make sure you get the front over the lip and then sit. Once that happens, if you get these legs crossed and then thighs back, or sorry, wings back, like you're chilling. All right, you take a look at my work here. Oh, we need a little reseason. All right, just on the top there. All right, as you guys can see, that was not too terribly tough at all. Pop the beer, put the chicken on top, cross the legs, tuck the wings. Well worth it. Before we get these on the Traeger, let's get our trusty meter. You know where we always want to go. We want to go in the thickest part of the breast, making sure we are not hitting the bone. And there we are. We've got our meter in. That's going to make sure we have delicious, juicy chicken every single time. Let's get them on the Traeger. All right. And there they are. So what we're gonna do with those are gonna be on at 350, and they're gonna go about 60 to 75 minutes. That meter probe is gonna tell us when we're at 165, and it's gonna be time to pull them off. All right, our beer can chickens are ready. One thing to note, we started with cold beer. So I told you 60 to 75 minutes. It actually took us a little bit longer, close to 2 hours. So remember, as you move forward, you cook this recipe, you can use that room temperature beer. It's gonna be more around 60 to 75 minutes. But if you do use a cold beer, no issue with that at all. Just budget a little more cook time. Let's see how these beauties look. Look at there. Those look absolutely beautiful. Look at that brown color. Oh, but guys, wait. We gotta let these rest 10 minutes. Let's not get all excited. Let's not get ready to carve into them. We're gonna take that 10 minutes, and what we're gonna allow that to do is let all those juices redistribute within the protein, within the meat. So that way when we go to slice this, all that moisture is gonna stay in the breast, stay in the leg, stay in the thigh. If we take this off right now and go to chopping, this cutting board is gonna look like a small swimming pool of chicken broth. And we don't want that. We wanna enjoy every little bite of that broth. So 10 minutes, we'll be right back. Well, our birds have rested. It is time to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So first thing I want to do actually is let's see if we can't get these out of here. Look at there. Voila. Woohoo! Looks like a steam facial. Look at that. Wow. God, it's a beautiful bird. You saw that steam come out. I'm actually gonna place that one right here. Hey, that ain't your mammy's rotisserie chicken right there, oh boy. Woo! All right, let's see if we can do it again without me wearing the king of beers. Whoop. All right. There you go. Give her the old flip over to the breast. Looks amazing. Gonna take our meter probe out because that does not slice well. Cheers. Nah, we'll pass on that one. All right, we have our birds here. Now I'm just going to get into them. Usually I just will split here down the middle on the breast. Kind of just pull. I'm gonna go right in there by that bone. Pull, make sure we get as much of that breast meat as we can. Slice that right off with the skin. All right, got that one. We can go ahead, get that leg off, save it for somebody you love. I did take the thigh bone with it. Let me get right here on the other side of this keel bone and grab our other breast. Go right down the side there. Look at that juicy. Wow, you just look at that. I'm not gonna squeeze it, guys, because I wanna save that moisture, but that is beautifully, perfectly cooked. Chicken breast, there ain't gonna be no dry in that, I promise you. Let's get our wings right here. Go in and get those perfectly tucked back. Look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Get our other drum right here. That one actually is what I'm all about. That drum right there. I think it's time we go in for a bite. The moisture in that chicken is so good. Now let's try the white meat. Ooh, once again, look at that texture. Beautiful, moist. A little crisp again. Where I come from, they said white meat doesn't taste that good. All right, guys, I have to say, this is one of the most amazing whole chickens I've ever cooked. When you look at it, and once again, you think about that chicken and that can, that beer can, providing so much moisture, it is a can't beat. I would put it right there along with brining a whole chicken about the extra moisture it adds to the product. So if you want to cook this, you can go grab the recipe down in the description. Make sure you're following us and subscribing on YouTube for more great videos like this, and don't miss us on our socials. Until then, keep Traegering. Take care.